Scott Russell, I don't know whether organised religion left me or I left organised religion, but somewhere along the line we decoupled and we lost each other. And I came into a different way of seeing the Holy Spirit of life and what he was doing with us. And it actually brought me into the freedom movement years ago, and a lot of what's happened there has come out of a spirit of freedom. I've watched as the system of government has persecuted freedom in people, watched as at the trucker convoy, the Beehive in New Zealand, Epic here in Australia, and others happened in Europe. The freedom that came where people were just giving money to each other, they were helping each other, everything. The Bible talks about it in Acts and says all things were counted as common. And that's not a decision people made, it was a flow of spirit, a flow of the heart. And I watched as that happened, and it just was an incredible time. And I'd been raised in, I think any organised religion, there's always going to be transactional love. So it's it's basically if you do what we say, then we'll love you. And somewhere along the line as a minister, being a minister, my wife of 28 years decided she wanted to move on, and off she went. You're no good, you're this, you're that, whatever. And in doing that, it didn't really fit with organised religion, did it? When all of a sudden, I've spent a lifetime helping people put marriages together, and then my marriage took off out the door and never really gave a reason. And to this day, has never looked back or given a reason. So I was like, okay. So it sort of confronted me, and it put a lot of people into my life that were either, some of the ones that were there wanted to just, like I say, stand over that hole and spit on your head, and others just came and sat. And here's the thing that it revealed, and this is what I want to maybe highlight a little bit today. Love. There's transactional love, or there's the journey of love, unconditional love. And I want to take that down even to relationships. I talk a lot about relationships, but sex. Let's talk about sex. The sex in the world today has just become about transactions. I do this, I get that. I'm getting this from you, you're getting this from me. It's a transactional exchange. And often and I think women would probably understand this more than men, it's raping the soul. Whereas you start to understand that sex can be a journey, the journey of sex, where it's a lifelong journey. And when you're with that lover of your soul, it's that right person. It's not then just a transactional thing to get control or to do or to, have to fulfill what you're supposed to, obligations. But it's a case of saying, we're on a journey of sex that's part of the completeness of who we are. I don't believe that's something that's talked about today or really understood. I know a lot of men would be, you idiot, we just want it as much as we can get it. Yeah, well, you know what, you're a dickhead, and there's nothing else for it. If that's how you see the world and how you see it, then it's just all about you and what you get and your desires, and no wonder you don't have intimacy or love or closeness of heart. And then there's the women that come along and they've allowed it, and they've allowed themselves to stay in those positions and to be in those to be abused by that. And women get a bit more self-righteous, thinking that they're in touch, but really they're not, because they're compared to what? Compared to a man who's completely dumb with it. Yeah, you're switched on. But when it comes to someone who's actually attuned to their heart and their soul and their sexuality, and not saying I'm just going to get sex wherever I can get it, but it actually means something to me. As a single male here of 5 years now, I still get it. And I'm not saying because it's how good am I, but I think what's happening is it's where women are desperate. I get propositioned quite regularly, and I've never been with another woman, and I'm proud of the fact. I was a virgin, I was married a virgin, I married my wife, 28 years, she was a virgin, we were married. She left, grabbed a man off Tinder and did her thing, whatever, that's her journey. But for me, I've not been with another woman. And I've just walked my path and ordered my path. Am I perfect? No, but I'm walking my path. But what's come up is a lot of women that want to lead out with sex. A lot of women that, I've had invitations to come down and stay with me, come and be with me, travel with me, do whatever. And women can't seem to grasp that men might actually have a heart where they're saying sex to me is not just going to be a transaction, it's a journey. And I'm not going to be taking that journey until the safe place is there to take that journey with, because it actually means something to me. I'm giving of my essence, my heart, my soul, all that I am into that person. I'm not giving because I need something. I'm saying all that I am, I'm giving to you. I'm surrendering into you. And they need to be in that place of saying all that we are, we're giving to you. And at that moment, what a beautiful journey to be on that will never end. And it only ends when we start to make it a transaction, when we start to think that this, I need my needs met. Yeah, well, when you get on that level, man, that need will never be met. It's never enough. Never enough. Especially with the internet sitting there, right, with open arms saying, hey, there's always a tighter, somebody with a tighter bum and a firmer set of boobs, and you can look at that and dwell on that and feed on that forever, and it'll feed your lust. But what it'll also make sure is you never have a day's intimacy in your life. Oh, I've got intimacy, I'm with her, who wants it anyway? Women are trash. No, they're not. Women allowed themselves to be trashed, and they're no better than men, because women have made a transaction out of that as well. They've allowed themselves to be abused, because if this guy sleeps with me, I get what I want. It's all about control, domination, manipulation. And when you won't be controlled, dominated, or manipulated, women run for cover. They are clueless how to connect with their heart. And when you start putting demands on their heart and saying, I want you, I want your heart, I want your love, not what I can do for you, they don't know what to do. They've never had that. So I think I'd never had it. So it's in patience. You stop and you go, take your journey. Take your journey. Take your journey and just get to where you need to be. Because I think when that right person comes, it's emerging, and that's God with us. We've taken religion and said, I want to be a transactional God. God, give me this. God, give me that. You're not real God. If you did, why did that happen to me? Yeah, you little brat. And it's all about you, right? And unable to see the heart of the other. And that's what I've found with women. Completely unable to see the heart. You do something for them, with them, and it's like I've said, oh, I deserve this. Of course I should be getting this. Completely unable to comprehend that maybe as a male you have a heart, and just to know that a woman wants to be with you sexually is not the thing. But somebody that says, I actually want to be with you. I actually see you as a completeness. I want to take a journey with you and walk out on the beach and sit on a bench and just get lost and looking at sunsets and talking about life. And then the next day you realize, oh heck, the sun's just come up and what are we doing? Maybe that turns into something sexual. Maybe it turns into just a journey, a life journey. Is that possible? Only if two people want to take the journey. But what we've been is abused, misused, and we're insecure in who we are, and we don't want that because it's effort. No, we all want that, but we all think that's not possible. We can only have that for a time instead of ordering our life for that. Oh, well, life comes and takes from us. No. Same with religion. That's why I left organised religion, or organised religion left me, because it was transactional. And I just allowed what the Bible calls in the Greek word koinonia, that community of just loving, caring, intimacy, fellowship, whatever, just to be with people of like spirit. And when I'm with those people of like spirit, amazing things happen. Things are created that I'm like, whoa, how does that happen? And it's just a joy. So if you're feeling alone, it's your fault. You've put yourself there. And if you don't know how to deal with it, I've got other videos that have talked about that. And one of the first things is truth. Get to the truth in your own life with God. Be honest with yourself, where you are and what you're doing. And then be brave enough to take actions and put things into play, because you love yourself first. Not in love with yourself, but you love yourself. God bless you. Keep going. Bit of an odd one maybe today for some folks, but you know what? I'm all right with that. God bless.